Coke Zero, now more delicious, and I need it too. Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I had nothing but problems. Problem after problem after problem. As you can see, I'm working on the solar carport. I have got steel beams behind me. I've got brackets. I've got hundreds and hundreds of nuts and bolts and washers. Ooh, it's like an adult puzzle set. Yeah. Set that Coke Zero down there. Guys, it has been a morning, a day of problems. Started off, got up this morning, and I knew I wanted to work on this project here. I'm also working in the power shed, finishing up the painting of the floor. You know, I let the paint freeze, and then I had to go order more paint, that Over Armor from Kills. It came in, I went to Lowe's, picked it up. So I want to finish that today, but you know, the video is really not about that. The video is about this solar carport, getting all this steel beams and everything up. So, to know how to do it right, you need instructions. So, it's 27 pages of instructions from Chico USA to erect this carport. And so I needed to print them out because which way the bolts go and there's so many parts, right? So I tried to print it out over at Grandma Carol's on her printer. I don't have a printer in the Ridge crib, obviously. I hit print. It fails. I go over to Grandma Carol's. It had paper jam, so I had to pull it apart, get the paper out of it. Get that, come back over, hit print, didn't print. I was trying to print two-sided, you know, it pulls it through, prints again. So I turned that off, had to reboot my computer, the queue wouldn't clear. Went over, reset it, hit print, it said it local error, went to the printer, it was out of ink. Oh my god. Okay, so I changed the ink cartridge, luckily we had an ink cartridge, changed the ink cartridge, reset it, get it to print, and it still won't print. I had to go over, I had to clear the queue, and anyway, I got it to print finally. I mean, I'm going to the Ridge crib back and forth to Grandma Carol's 100 times just to get it to print. Well, I also had to get things sent off to the post office. And I just went there and I had to go there again. I went there yesterday, had to go there again. So I went to the post office and I wanted to get done before they closed, because once I started on this, I didn't want to go back. And I promised I had to get things sent out. So I went to the post office and there was a line, oh my gosh, around the corner in the post office. We have one lady working in the local post office. Guys, it is so windy. It is overcast, cloudy. There's like 15-20% chance of rain, and it is still super, super windy up here. I'm hoping that the camera don't blow over, and I'm hoping that the mic doesn't pick up too much wind noise. But anyway, so I go to the post office, and the line was long, so I said, I'm just gonna go eat some brunch. I'm gonna get my lunch out of the way real quick, and it was way before lunchtime, but get my lunch out of the way, and then right away when I come up here and start working, I just work all afternoon. She said, well, we're almost done. You come back, we'll be gone to lunch. Not funny. So I went, grabbed a quick bite, came back, and the line was still long. And so I stood in line, and I mean, it is what it is. It's a little local, you know, post office. One lady working, she's as sweet as can be. So I get my packages sent off, and I come back. So I've eaten a quick, late lunch, breakfast, early lunch. I have had my coffee. I've got my printer printed out, or my papers printed out. I come up here, and so then I remember the side-by-side is out of commission. The linkage still, I don't have my truck. My truck's still, my truck's still in the shop. My side-by-side don't work, so I jump on the four-wheeler, and the battery was dead. I left the switch on. Tim, you're just not doing this stuff, right? My karma, right? I don't believe in karma, but so I had to get my little portable jump starter out, and I portable jump started. I get it started, and I come up to the ridge, and I'm like, I just forgot the paint. I had to come back and get the paint. Had to come back. I saw Grandma Carol. She was walking the dogs, and we talked. Anyway, so I had to jump start the ATV 3 times back and forth, trying to get everything I needed to get this job done. And so eventually, I started using the tractor. So I got the tractor now. I'm not even messing with that ATV trying to jump start it. But those portable jump starters work great. So I eventually go through all that stuff, and there was more. Okay, I end up having to go back to get things several times. It just got worse. But so then I started on this job, and it is super, super muddy up here still. You know, we had that huge rain, and I could get Old Blue to move all this steel. Do you think I did? Probably not. So I've been moving all this steel by hand, just so I don't rut up the yard and get mud all over the gravel here. But I got it up here. I got brackets on. I carried over the bags. There's like 180 nuts, washers, lock washers, all that. I carried all the bags of hardware over here, and when I set it down, the bags went just puked on each other. I mean, I got washers, nuts, oh my gosh. It's all over the place, all over the place. So I got to pick all those up in a minute. Again, first world problems here, guys. First world problems. I am not complaining. I'm still blessed. I mean, I'm not getting sunburned. That's a good thing, right? It's not hot. That's a good thing. It's not cold. That's a good thing. And I'm getting work done. And that's a real good thing. And I do have a tractor that runs that gets me up here. So right now I've got an ATV out of commission. I got a side-by-side out of commission. And I got a brand new truck out of commission. I'm just lucky I got the tractor and the Durango. Trying to keep my slurping down to a minimum, okay? So pedestals are in, beams are behind me, and by the end of the day, I'm gonna have all those beams up. I'm telling you, by the end of the day, I'm gonna have all those beams up. Getting them up myself may be an issue. You're gonna wanna see this video. Not only me finally finishing the painting the powerhouse floor so I can start insulating it and putting the walls up and everything, is getting these beams up. Because when I leave today, unless it rains on me, or the, goodness gracious, the wind, or the wind blows my camera over, my expensive camera, please don't do that, please. By the time I leave today, I'm gonna have 6 columns up with the brackets and everything on them. And I'm hoping I can get all the brackets on the other steel over there too. That way when Mike and David come, all the brackets are already on the steel and we just got to erect everything. That would be amazing. But there is a lot of brackets, a lot of pieces. So we'll see if that happens. If not, I may have to do that on a second day, because I got to come back tomorrow and put the second coat on the powerhouse floor of the over armor. So we may end up making that into two things, because if I get these beams up by dark, and then I'll have to work on those other brackets. So, man, I'm just super stoked. I did talk to David this morning. Oh, that was another thing, trying to coordinate with David when he's coming. I have huge news. I talked to Honest Abe Log Homes yesterday. I don't know if I told you this yesterday. I told you maybe, but I confirmed I am going to Eco Panels of Tennessee and Honest Abe Log Homes on them turkey vultures. Y'all see them turkey vultures? You guys know, right there behind me, see it? I am going Tuesday to north of Nashville to Moss, Tennessee. I'll get a hotel room that night, and then Wednesday morning, I'm going to sit down with the architect and the designer. Actually, I'm going to sit down with the designer and architect and also the CAD drawer to get everything lined out and get my order placed so they can get me on the cut schedule for my SIP, SIP panel walls. They get me on the cut schedule, I'll have my materials here this spring or summer. Yeah. And once they get here, I'll start working on the subfloor. Once I get the subfloor done, you got the rough end of the plumbing. And then of course, guys, once the subfloor and the rough end of the plumbing's done, those eco panel walls, boom, just go up just like that. So I could have walls up very, very quickly this spring, early summer. And my goal is to have the walls up before Freedom Weekend. And then after Freedom Weekend, try to work on all summer and fall drying it in. That's gonna be the harder part, getting those timbers and, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting, I'll tell you that right now. I am looking at all the dirt that I moved around the foundation, and it looks really good. You know, it rained super, super hard, and it smoothed out a little bit. I will get the tractor and tamp that down real hard, pack it next to the foundation, get all the dirt around the patio smoothed out, get that concrete berm poured for the crawl space access, and the septic tank looks really good. I get this carport up and then start where I'm working on the inside the powerhouse. I think I moved the ridge crib up here. That was the plan. The plan is to move the ridge crib up to the top of the ridge when David and Mike leave, and I have this up. That way, I'll be up here every day looking at the carport, going, I need all the solar panels on, because I don't believe I'm going to have the solar panels on there when David and them leave. I think I'm going to do that at my leisure, because I know that me and David and Mike can get this structure up. But when it comes to getting all the little Gary from SLR type measurements for the getting the solar panels straight and getting all that up there, David and Mike will be rushing me, and ain't nobody gonna rush me. I'm gonna do that part very, very methodically, and make sure everything's square and level, and so I'll get the solar panels up probably after they leave. But I definitely want all the structure up, the main structure, by the time they leave. Because I tried moving some of them big beams today, and they are heavy, 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 heavy. I barely can move these today. That's pretty crazy. Oh, so good. Again, try not to slurp. Try not to slurp. I'm trying to think what else big on the horizon. I just talked to you, but I'm trying to think. Big things on the horizon. Oh, another delay. I forgot. This is another thing. So finally, when I got up here, got the ATV jump started, got up here and I got ready to start. This was a funny one. My old boss, even before I retired, he had transferred away many years ago. He called me as I was getting ready to start work up here, and I hadn't talked to him in a while. Matter of fact, he didn't even know that I had gotten divorced 2 years ago. So that's how long it had been since I talked to him. Anyway, he called, and we talked about going off grid. He's got 40 acres there in the Carolinas. He's retired. Block the wind here, guys, sorry. He's retired, got grandkids and everything. And I told him I'd retired. He didn't know I'd retired. Anyway, I had a good long hour-long talk with him. Another reason, this day has started off pretty slow. But as you can see behind me, it's progress. And if I'm gonna get this done, I need to get this video stopped so I can get back on that. So you're not gonna get a super, super long one today. And I had to keep the tent zipper zipped, because with the one side of it unzipped, it just became a huge sail, and the solar canopy tried to blow away. But as long as I keep it completely encased, I know some people say if you leave everything unzipped, it doesn't. But if you leave one end unzipped, it's going to be a big sail and woof, fly away. Because as soon as I zipped it up, it stopped doing what it was doing. Lesson learned there. All right, guys, going to let you go. So hopefully you enjoyed this crazy, a little neurotic today. Oh my gosh, don't blow the camera over. The wind. I'm just so happy. I'm excited. I want to get this done, and it's all coming together. It is all coming together. So hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. Hopefully you like, share, and subscribe to RidgeLife, RidgeLife Ramblings, RidgeLife Reviews and How-Tos, RidgeLife Lessons, Lessons to the Ridge if you are so inclined. And until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And go RidgeLife. Woo!